I made a landscape painting in MS Paint. I wanted to see if it was possible to get a good painting in MS Paint. I wanted to do a study instead of a full painting to see the whole process and what it would take. I kind of went through and tried to pick some colors from it just to give me a baseline for where to start. And after I got that in, I blocked in the background, the blue sky, and then I tried to put in the clouds. I try to use a paint bucket, but that doesn't work too well with the brush tool. Leave some strange artifacting where you fill it in. And then I went in, started blocking in the mountains, kind of figuring out colors. I ended up using the edit colors tool quite a bit because it was just hard to color pick. Sometimes color picking wouldn't quite pick up the right color I wanted, but at least it got me in the right ballpark. And then I could go in and edit. And it would save my last like 10 or so edits of color, so I could go back and reuse those again. And then I kind of got into the flow of it. The hardest part about this whole process was shading, especially with the clouds. But it's just going to be easier to go through, manually select the color and adjust the brightness and the hue manually. So I took a break for I came back the next day and started working on it some more. Really focused on the clouds for a while, and then I went back through, repainted some of the foliage in the closer foreground, and repainted the mountain. Ended up repainting like a lot of this, but it was worth it because it started kind of my first period of just messing around and trying to figure out the flow of things, and then I could go through and kind of render stuff. And I didn't finish this study all the way. I just didn't feel like it was worth really doing anymore, but it was enough to see if I could actually make something in MS Paint instead of other programs like Photoshop or Clip Studio. And I think it came out pretty good. It was an interesting process. It was kind of fun to do. It was a challenge, so it made it more fun for me. But I think it came out pretty good. And if you want me to do more wacky videos like this where I try out some strange program or just an unusual way of creating things digitally, let me know in the comments, and I will see you next time.